Hello there. In this video I will show you how to create a reinforcement in the 3D round object. Like for every reinforcement placement, first what we need to have is a 3D model, and we're just gonna borrow this 3D model which we created in the previous video. That is a prefabricated lid with a circular opening. First what we need to do is create section. So we'll create a section looking through the lid from the top. To do that, all I need to do is rectangle over it and click inside of this yellow circle. This creates a section looking from the top. To finish the job, we'll have to create another section, and this time we'll create a side section. So our foundation for the reinforcement is placed. Now we can start work. First I'm going to use a circular stirrup to create the edges. With expand to adopt the edges command ticked in, all I need to do is go close to an outside edge and place the reinforcement. Press escape, I'll place the label and move to the placement command. First I'm going to use a linear placement to place the stirrups in this part. Use the align, and I will use the concrete cover of 5 centimeters. You can immediately see on the 3D view my placement of the circular stirrup. I'll finalize this with placing the label and I'll continue to the next one. I'll create another circular stirrup, but this time it's going to be in this bottom region, which has a smaller diameter. For that, when I was creating a section, I choose hidden edges, so I can just adjust it to that. Placed my stirrup, and I'll place another label. This time, instead of linear placement, I'm going to use a single placement. I will select my view from the side, and this is how we can put our bar. The best way to do is to choose the anchor point in the bottom in the middle and type in the concrete cover that we want. Now all we have to do is choose the middle point and place the stirrup. So again, I'll place the label and finish this command. For the next step, I'll create a freeform stirrup which will enclose the edges. I will return to my reinforcement command and choose Freeform. Freeform is very adaptable and modified command, so I can start basically wherever I want and continue down the way with my placement. Now that I finished the placement, I'll press escape just once, and now I can see I have 6 different segments. Before I finally place the reinforcement, I can modify those segments. If I start from the beginning, I can have a hook, or I can choose without it, and I can have an initial segment which I'll change into length of 150 mil. I can also change the final segment. I can have it lower, or I can have it the same height as it was. The same, I can have the final segment without the hook or with the hook, and I can also choose different angle of the hook. If we now start from the first segment, you can see we have for each segment we have a different concrete cover and bending position. For example, I can change the bending pin factor in the first position. The bending pin factor depends on the thickness or diameter of the steel that you're using. Now moving to the second segment, and again I can change the concrete cover to get it closer to my stirrups, and maybe I want to choose a different bending position to bend the reinforcement nice and smooth. In the third segment I will exaggerate a little bit, and I will use really high bending pin factor. Just to show how we can change this. Once I'm happy with all the settings, I press escape. Before that, also change the concrete cover on the top. Press escape, and I'll place my label. Instead of placing this bar, I can now first decide if I want to change anything. I can easily select the bar, change the dimensions, and I can also change bending pin also after the bar was placed. For example, like that. Maybe this one is a bit too much, so I'll just change it back to something in the middle. Maybe I will extend this one and the bottom one. Once I've done that, I can use another command which is unique to Allplan: sweep bars along path. For this, I'll choose my freeform bar that I just placed, number 9, and I will use the outside edges of my 3D model. Here we go. We have placed the freeform bars all around this 3D object with the lid. So the next step, what it would be, we can just repeat placing those circular stirrup that we used before, and this time I'll adapt it to a inside edge. Place my label and use linear placement. This time I will choose 3 pieces, and I can even change the start and the end of placement. Press escape. I'll again place the label. And this is how we create reinforcement, the 3D object, which is round. Thank you.